First came the ShapeMaster sets, the new generation of advanced toning tables. Now ShapeMaster introduced the latest in multifunction toning table technology. MultiMaster, the 12-in-1 toning table from ShapeMaster.
Welcome to the MultiMaster toning table. I'm Joanne, and in a moment I'm going to show you how to perform each of the 5 basic routines that have been devised for newcomers to the MultiMaster program. I'm assuming there are no medical reasons as to why you shouldn't exercise on the MultiMaster or undergo any other course of exercise. If you've any doubts at all, please consult your salon operator before commencing. Okay then, let's take a quick look over the controls of the MultiMaster toning table. Everything you'll need is here on this one panel, and we'll start in the center with these 2 time displays. The lower display shows how much time you've left to run to the end of your MultiMaster exercise session. These sessions are normally 30 minutes long, during which time you'll perform several exercise routines. The upper display is used with the beginner's program only, and it shows the time left to run to the end of your current exercise routine. Over to the right of the panel, you'll find the speed control selector. This shows you how fast the table is running, and you can slow the table down and speed it up by pressing the appropriate buttons. I'll be telling you which speed to select as we try each exercise. Underneath the timer displays, you'll see the program buttons. These are marked A and B. The red light above the A button is there to confirm that the toning table is ready to take you through the 5 exercise routines in the A program. Across to the right of the program buttons, you'll see the red stop button and the 5 green exercise choice buttons. In a moment, I'll ask you to press the first green button which starts your exercise session. But wait for a few seconds longer while I tell you how to get into your starting position for your first exercise. Incidentally, you can stop the toning table at any time by pressing the square red stop button. You can also stop the table if really necessary by means of the large red override button. But if you use this button, you'll have to ask your salon operator to reset the table for you. Okay then, it's time to start your session. The correct way to mount the table is to sit on the pad, swing the legs onto the table and then twist into position. Turn over and lie on your stomach with your legs on either pad. This is the position for the first exercise, which is the hip and waist trimmer. The top of the thigh should be in line with the top of the pad. The back should be completely flat and the head should be resting on the hands. When we start the table, the leg pads will rise and fall alternately, and you should allow your legs to rise and fall with the movement of the pads. Reach over to the control panel and press Program Button A with me now, please. This selects the Beginner's program. Button B selects the Advanced program, which I'll tell you about later. Press the green Start button, which is indicated with a flashing light. Adjust the speed setting to around 5 on the speed scale, and then return to the exercise position with your head resting flat on your hands. This exercise is toning and tightening the hips and the buttocks, and is also strengthening the lower back. Just relax into the movement of the table. All the exercises in this beginner's session are strictly passive. The idea is to relax and let your body move with the table, offering no resistance to its movement. It's recommended you exercise this way for your first 2 or 3 visits, or maybe longer for people who are considerably overweight, infirm, or perhaps haven't exercised for some time. After this introductory period, you can then progress to the intermediate stage. So this is the passive version of the hip and waist trimmer movement. But as you become accustomed to using the table, your salon operator will allow you to move on to the intermediate stage. I'm going to show you the intermediate movement now, but please don't try it yourself until your salon operator tells you that you're ready. Now, for the intermediate exercise, you should tighten up the stomach, buttocks and hamstrings, and apply pressure with the legs on the downward movement of the pads. The speed setting should be raised to number 6 on the speed scale. You can also lift your body and support yourself on your elbows. This strengthens the lower back and you're tightening up the hips and buttocks. So now you've seen the intermediate version of the hip and waist trimmer movement. When you move on to the intermediate exercises yourself, you should remember that you can always relax again if you want to by going back to the passive exercise movement.